handling random questions,
Be lack of fact, conceptual clarity.
a lack of effective revision,
Consolidation of resources in one place.
Current affairs is the biggest challenge.
negligence for CSAT preparation,
lack of revision,
गाइडेंस नहीं है, कोई mentorship नहीं है.
Handling the statement based questions.
CSAT का जो diverse nature
Guesswork used to work. Nowadays, the questions are very straightforward.
Are you one of them? Then fear not, because like always, IS Baba is there for you. In my experience of mentoring thousands and lakhs of students over the last 12 years, I would like to put this problems into two major categories. One is the vastness of the syllabus. The other one is the unpredictable nature of the exam in itself. So because of the vastness of the syllabus, it is difficult for students to make a plan or manage their time well, because you're focusing on one thing, the other probably the revision or the test is left out. So also it is leading to a lot of confusions because of multiple sources and revision becoming a difficult part. And because of the unpredictable nature of the exam, it is leading to anxiety, it's more of emotional imbalances, stress, low self-confidence or low motivation, right? So what if I tell you, if all your problems can be solved by a single pill, that is PEP, IS Baba's Prelims exclusive program, which has given us consistent results for the last 5 years, right? So let us see how we can solve all these problems the PEP way. The first major thing is this exam unpredictable? Yes, to an extent it is. But once you sit down and see the PYQ'S, that is the previous year question papers of UPSC, you will be able to understand the pattern and the areas in which UPSC is actually picking up the questions. Sometimes it lands seeds here and there so that you know what can come the next. So we have predicted this also quite well in our classes. So the classes are moduled in such a way that the faculties and mentors, all of them sit together and we try to create these patterns, and we have also hit it right. For example, in the environment classes taken by Sneha ma'am, the microRNA, the Silent Valley
National Park,
which has come in the previous year paper as well. So at least I would like to say at least 55 to 60% of the questions have come one way or the other from our PEP program, through the classes, through the revision modules or to the tests, right? So that is how the classes are moduled, where the static, the current affairs and the high yielding areas are picked up from our experienced faculties. And that is what has actually given us great results over the years. And then the next problem is the planning part. So what if I tell you, the moment you wake up, there's something that you can look forward for that day. There are classes scheduled for 3 hours, followed by a test, and then a live mentor calls you and asks you what is happening, how are you performing, right? Isn't that great? And here the mentorship, for this live mentorship on a daily basis, we have restricted only to the first 300-350 students only, right? Planning has been taken care by us. So the daily targets, the weekly targets to the module wise targets, everything is planned well. All that you have to do is follow the schedule properly. And then comes the greatest difficult challenge here is the revision part, right? At least I would say at least 4 to 5 revisions will be done if you're following this program earnestly. So before you write the exam, right? So that is what will happen here, because after the class, the tests are there. So the tests also, we have 3 levels of tests. That is the daily tests, wherein we cover the PYQs, the NCRTs and the basic questions, right? So the revision happens there, because basically when you're solving the test, what is happening is you're trying to recollect things, right? And also what is there in the class, you're trying to apply and connect things, isn't it? So then after that, the module wise test, wherein the full length, it is picked up from the standard books, and also then the full mock tests, which are aligned to the line, in the lines of UPSC exam. So that is how the 3 level test series are moduled. And also this plan and the revision thing, make sure that you are accountable and consistent on a daily basis, and that is what is important for the next 6 months, isn't it? So that is what we have done in this program. And the revision, why it becomes difficult is, the other major problem is because of the bulky materials, that is. So what we have done is, we have tried to make the notes as crisp as possible and as to the point as possible, and not only that, the most high yielding parts are covered here. So that will ease your revision problem as well. Then coming to the other problem, that is the anxiety, the emotional imbalances, low confidence, all that, low motivation. So this is covered by our mentors. Our USP itself is our mentorship, as you all know, and they make sure that they act as a guiding light, where they act as a friend for you at times. Because what happens is, you might be studying all that, but this next 6 months you might not be reaching the same number of hours every day, or probably you're low on confidence certain days, where you need to talk to someone, and this is where the mentors will come into picture. With their experiences, they'll make sure that what you can foresee, what can happen, how you can overcome, all that is done by the mentors. And finally, the gray areas that I would call in prelims, that is especially with the current affairs and CSAT classes, which is an Achilles heel to many. We have made sure that we've got the best faculty in place, and again, the thorough analysis has been done from the PYQs and the previous and the experience of the students, and we make sure that the best is delivered, and also at the same time it is more target and result oriented, right? So all that I would like to say is, if you can follow this program or the schedule earnestly and trust in yourself, then there are greater chances of you clearing this exam, the Prelims 2025. So let's do it the PEP way this time, right? Wish you all the best, and thank you.